Greetings, family, friends, former students, and fellow fans of wines from everywhere on planet Earth. Hello, I'm John Boyer.
And I'm Katie Pritchard.
And we're here to tell you about our most excellent endeavor, our first time as entrepreneurs, starting something we're calling Blacksburg Wine Lab right here in Blacksburg, Virginia. That would also be the home of Virginia Tech, the Fighting Hokies, and that's who we are. Our brief introduction is that we've been teaching here at Virginia Tech. I've been going on 20 years teaching big classes on world politics and current events, but also a class called Geography of Wine. That's where perhaps tens of thousands of you know me from.
And I'm doing all of the behind the scenes that's needed for all of those classes. So you might have seen me on stage or maybe emailed me, but that's where I've been for this endeavor.
Yes, she's been doing all of the real work behind the scenes, which she continues to do for our recent endeavor, Blacksburg Wine Lab. Now, what is Blacksburg Wine Lab? Is it a laboratory where we're testing stuff? No, it's actually what I'm calling a wine lounge or a wine salon of sorts. A wine community center, and honestly, that's what we're really all about, is building community here in our awesome little college town of Blacksburg, because what we're trying to create here is what I'm calling a third space. Now, what is a third space? Well, we have several spaces that we interact with in our average daily lives. The first space is the home. That's your one area where you interact with a certain group of people for certain particular duties. Your second space is your workspace. You go to work at a different place where you interact with different people for specific reasons and duties. The third space historically has been something outside of work and home, a place where people come together to relax and do other things. And the third space historically might be the church, or it might be a country club, or a golf club, or a pub, a public house. And that's what we want to do here. We want to build Blacksburg's first wine-themed, wine-centric community center where we do all sorts of exciting and educational events right here in this wine salon of sorts. So when I say the word salon, I mean that in the very French term of a place where people come together, artists and business people and researchers and anybody doing anything to come together to talk about the ideas of the day or philosophy or art or really anything. That's what a third space is all about. That's what a wine salon is all about. That's what Blacksburg Wine Lab is going to be all about. In addition, we're not just trying to peddle wine. We want to build a community center where people can learn about wine too and learn about other topics. We're going to have guest speakers and special events and special dinners that introduce wines from all over the world. And that gets to why we need your support. This is not a typical business venture. We're really trying to build an elegant, refined, beautiful space that is inviting for people of all walks of life to come together and interact in. And what I mean by all walks of life, we want the town residents here, and we want visitors to come here, and we want students to come here, and we want alumni to come here, and we want business people to come here, and we want artists to come here. So we want to create an exceptionally special place. It can't just be average. It can't be your run-of-the-mill bar, although I love those too. This is something more truly refined, and that's why we need your help. We do have business plan, and we are courting investors to come in, and we have a bank loan, but to put it over the top, we're still short some cash, and on top of that, we really want to make this truly from the ground up a community-based place wherein you, the actual community, the people that will come here, have contributed to building it up, contributed monetarily and time and your opinions into building this into a place that you would really love and enjoy to come to. And having said that, what's it time for?
We're going to take you around the space and kind of give you some ideas and drawings of what we've come up with so far and the direction that we're heading with this wine lab.
Right, and we're actually sitting in the ground zero center of this space that's going to be converted into this wonderful, awesome wine community center. It's all been gutted. It was a former tanning salon, but now let us take you through step by step different parts of the place to see what it's going to become, this magical place that we're going to call Blacksburg Wine Lab. Well, now you see that Katie's moved behind the camera, her usual position in such affairs, but this is the facade of what will become Blacksburg Wine Lab, and do note, that we have negotiated in 10 feet off of the front of the wall of here to do an outside front area patio.
Our front patio will be similar to this style with lots of planter boxes out front. Also pet friendly.
So this is the front entrance, and as you walk in, it's going to be a pimp big lounge area.
There will be 2 lounge areas at the front and the back with comfortable sofas and chairs, also featuring a library shelf of books focused on terroir and alcoholic beverages from around the world.
As you progress from the lounge area will be the main body of the lounge with tables and chairs and a huge banquette running the entire length.
Here is the layout of the dining area. The banquette along the wall will be bar height style tables, with the round tables being regular dining height. Behind the banquette along the wall will be vintage reclaimed barn wood planks, running the entire length of the 60-foot wall. That will also accent our polished concrete floor.
And this entire area is actually the functional bar / prep area / kitchen area, fully exposed 33-foot long concrete topped bar, and behind is the entire open plan kitchen.
This bar is going to be amazing. A polished concrete top accented by the same reclaimed wood planks underneath. On the kitchen side, a red Italian hand crank meat slicer, and at the front of the bar, a deli case with the cheeses and meats we'll be featuring. We also have 3 kegs for wine, beer, and ciders on tap, and space for 10 bar stools.
And the most awesome part, the jewel in the crown, is the 650 square foot enclosed secret garden back patio area. It's going to be the coolest, pimpest thing in town.
This back patio will be a sunken, hidden garden with lots of plants, tables, and a lounge space, just across the street from Virginia Tech. Here are the overall layout plans of the Blacksburg Wine Lab. Approximately 2,000 square feet inside and 1,000 square feet outside. Now you should have a good sense of the industrial / post-industrial concrete, steel, and glass look and feel that we are going for in our wine educational community center. Wow, that sounds awesome, right?
I know, this is going to be the most awesome bar ever! A wine-based community center. So please, community, help rally around us to get some great swag, perhaps, contribute in other ways, get special experiences if you like. All this will be explained in the prizes video that we'll produce later. But we're hoping that we can rally the Blacksburg community to help us out, the greater Hokie community to help us out, and the greater wine-loving community of planet Earth to help us build something totally unique, totally special, that everyone can enjoy, even if you don't live here in Blacksburg. Sound like a plan? Then help us out, brothers and sisters. And as always, let's get raucous like Bacchus.